YouTube just moved the goalpost. 4,000 watch hours. That is what used to be the goal. Now, YouTube says new creators will need 8,000 watch hours. 10 million shorts views used to be the qualifying factor. Now, it's 20 million. YouTube just moved the monetization finish line. But the most important lesson may be that creators were relying on the wrong finish line in the first place. This Think Like a Producer, I'm Jamie Maglietta. YouTube says it is creating more ways for creators to make money. But beginning next year, new creators will need twice as many watched hours and twice as many short views to even qualify for ad revenue. So is YouTube creating more opportunity, or is it changing who actually gets access to it? And if you're building a channel right now, should monetization still be your first goal? Let's break down what YouTube actually changed, what creators are saying about it, and how you can find your own content angle to share about this story online. And if you're liking what I'm offering, do subscribe to the YouTube channel and review us, leave a comment on your podcasting platform of choice as well as on YouTube. We all need those watch hours, guys. According to YouTube's official announcement beginning February 1st, 2027, new applicants to the full YouTuber Partner Program will now need 1,000 subscribers and new performance requirements. They will need 8,000 qualified public watch hours during the previous 365 days or 20 million shorts views, qualified shorts views in the previous 90 days. That is double the current requirement of 4,000 watch hours and 10 million shorts views. To simply put it, as TechCrunch describes, creators will now need twice as many watch hours and short views to even get those ad dollars on their content. But there are several important distinctions to note. YouTube says the entry requirements for its lower fan funding and shopping tier are also changing. That means eligible creators can still gain early access to features such as channel memberships, super chats, and super thanks, as well as shopping before qualifying for the full advertising revenue. That means you can still make money, just not through the ad dollars immediately if you're struggling to get those views. The Verge also reports that creators already participating in the YouTube Partner Program will not have to meet the new 8,000 hours or the 20 million view requirements, but existing partners will need to accept the YouTube terms by January 31st, 2027. The other significant change involves shorts. Beginning in February, creators will need to maintain 10 million qualified short views during a rolling 90-day period in order to receive advertising and subscription revenue from those shorts. If they fall below that level, they remain in the partner program and eligible long-form revenue will still be collected, but short revenue will be paused until they hit those numbers. Media Post Daily places these decisions inside the larger scale of YouTube's business. YouTube now reports more than 200 billion daily shorts views and more than 1 billion watch hours on television screens daily. YouTube isn't saying creation has become less valuable. It's saying that access to those advertising dollars and that ad business has become more competitive. But the question is, does requiring more reach produce better content? That is where the conversation becomes more interesting. Now, if you're looking to start leaning into this topic on social media, I want you to look at these next posts as good examples as how you break in as a thought leader in this space. Again, I always say you want to have that lived experience or academic background to really stand out as an expert. So keep that in mind when you are looking at these posts. Creator economy leader Shira Lazar argues on LinkedIn that watch hours and view counts measure reach, not necessarily quality. Her concern is that higher thresholds could favor creators who already have an audience, a team, greater resources, and good fortune of a viral moment. Shira and I talk about this. And we talk about the burnout that's real for creators. By increasing these thresholds, smaller creators like us are going to have a much tougher time of making money on YouTube. And the burnout is going to come even faster. And you're going to weed people out, in my opinion, a lot quicker. Good or bad, I don't know, but it does seem to make it a little bit more unattainable for someone like me. So we'll see. Let me go back to Shira's post. It gives media analysts or creator educators a really strong question to explore. If you can relate to Shira, her background, you should be asking these questions. Can a platform improve content quality by raising the quantity requirement? You could examine what watch time does tell us about the audience interest and what it cannot tell us about accuracy, originality, public value, or the importance of serving a smaller community. But not everyone believes the change is necessarily bad. Justin, who is an award-winning social media manager, said this on LinkedIn. He believes that the higher requirements could create a stronger floor for serious creators and reward people who demonstrate sustained audience demand instead of benefiting from one lucky viral video. That gives a leadership or business strategist another angle. So if you relate to his take, this could be a question you pose on, say, LinkedIn, on an Instagram reel, on a TikTok, or even your YouTube video. When does raising the barrier improve the professional ecosystem? And when does it exclude promising newcomers? This type of questioning is what we would have in a newsroom. You have a story and you're fleshing out the ideas and angles. If you work with me, this is how we brainstorm. But you can also use AI to help you flesh out the angles for your social media content, your YouTube videos. YouTube does have an inspiration studio. But the point of this entire conversation is know the news, know the angles, lean into the news because the news can be the trend that you need as a thought leader. And you don't have to agree with YouTube to condemn it. Thought leadership comes from identifying the trade-off and explaining how to evaluate it. And just remember, AdSense rewards attention at scale. An authority-based business can create value from relevancy before it creates scale. YouTube's new requirements, they matter. They make the path of advertising revenue longer for new creators and especially demanding for creators that already rely on their shorts views and long-form content. As Shira Lazar asks whether the requirements measure quality or merely reach. That's a great point. And if you are looking into your social media content and trying to lean into news, think of an angle that will help get people talking. Think about how to lean into your audience on the platform you're posting on and start a conversation. Justin did the same by making a case that the higher bar could be more rewarding. And that's what you really need to be doing, challenging the news, the topics. And it will make you stand out not only to your clients, your potential clients, but also to the media. And if you want press, this is how you can start standing out. If you need help figuring out what stories to talk about, when and how, I'm here and I offer one-on-ones. But right now, this whole entire program, Think Like a Producer, is to get your wheels turning. You can do this on your own. But if you need that editorial eye, reach out. I'm Jamie Maglietta. This is Think Like a Producer. Use the news, find your angle, produce your authority.